Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Before we get into it here, a few minor updates for you about Monster Train. This series is going to stay the same, however, now that the review series with Cranberry is done, the last video of that would have been up yesterday. However, it's long and I had to do an edit. I had to clip two halves of it together because we had to stop recording for like 5 seconds in the middle. And yeah, well, I set that to export. It was going to take 2 hours, so I went to bed, and then, oh hey, Windows decided that it was going to update while I was sleeping and couldn't tell it no. So the file got corrupted, and I had to re-export it, so it's, you know, we missed a day. It's fine. Other than that, if you don't know, I've been streaming Monster Train on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Wix64. Feel free, go hang out over there. However, if you have no interest, I stream pretty late. Whatever reason, I'm going to be bringing any runs that I think are highlight runs, I'm going to be bringing over to the YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. The YouTube and the Twitch have been pretty separate for Monster Train. For Retropolis, you know, that was separate as well because Retropolis I was done streaming by the time I started on YouTube. Anyway, you don't care about that. Let's begin. Last episode of this series was incredible. The one thing that I regret for YouTube is that I have no way to have like a separate win streak on YouTube than I do on stream, right? So it's like, oh yeah, basically you gotta watch both pieces of content to see where the streak ends up. Or to see the streak run, right? Because like my third run in the streak was, of course, the Melting Umbra run that we did yesterday. That was really fun. Today we're starting at a win streak of 1. We got Hellhorned, right? Because last one was Rector. Yeah, we got Hellhorned. Let's get it without any further ado. Thank you for joining me today. Monster Train has been going very well. Overall, the support has been very nice. I appreciate it greatly. There's the chase. We're Hellhorned Hellhorned Awoken, the standard. And we're starting with Fortify, Restoration Detonation, Imp in a box. I think that the relic does not determine which champion I take, so taking the champion first is fine. We're going to take one of the Slays, yeah, preferably Reaper. Slay plus 10. And Gnarled Root is this is a commit, right? This is, I'm going to commit to going spikes. Against Seraph the Chase, do I want to make that sort of a committance? Because there's really only one thing to do with this. It's to take the Thorn Boy and Spreading Spores. It's a plan. Even against Seraph the Chase, it's a plan. It's not a great plan, right? Playing Rage or playing... But we can have like our Slay Boy do some big chunks. Put our Thorn Boy top 4. Hopefully he gets like a ton of regen. Precious Plating is just fine, but I think Gnarled Root's a bit of a high roll here. If we get everything to go right, it can go pretty nuts. Aggressive Amulet, +4 attack on Clergyman. In this run, it doesn't make a difference because we're just going to... like, if a Clergyman hits my Hornbreaker Prince, he's going to die anyway. Most likely. We're just going to play it cool, set him up top 4, and hopefully torch all but one of them. This is the way we go about this. And if we're super lucky, we get a Collector spawn top 4. Ah, too bad. This draw is not looking too good here, I must say. Suppose I throw you away. It's not the draw I'm looking for. I'm looking for a few more torches here. Yeah, you know, like, a few more of these torches is what I was hoping to see, but... What a draw. Alright. We're gonna take 10. What a draw. I guess there's a chance I just brick and lose off of this, right? Yeah. I would have been very shocked if I lost off of this, though. Probably better to put Train Steward down, actually. We're gonna take 20 because of this, but, you know, what can you do? I think I should... basically, the other thing that I was relying on here, I guess not so much anymore, but I was hoping to get some good imps. Yeah, like basically these 2 imps, exactly, right? I was hoping to get Molting Imp to clear a floor for me, and then Welder Helper to tank. Good enough. We're taking 20 and potentially... Nah, we should kill him. We get 4 rounds here. even just with this imp. Yeah, Welder Helper. It could have gone better. The draw order could have been a little bit stronger. However, I'm not going to complain. I knew what I was getting into. Vent, great pickup. These cards, less excited about. And then I already picked Vent, so do I really want to go for a sweep unit here? Yeah, I feel like I should just take, even in the worst case, I take Husk Hermit and just have him fill in as a tank if we get nothing better for Hornbreaker Prince in these early rounds. That's fine with me. What do we got in here, first of all? Endless Health and Spikes 5. In here, what the hell? I can't take either of these. They're too fat. Yeah, I can't take these. No, no, I don't want either of them. Both of those cards are unplayable. I'm gonna throw a plus 25 to Husk Hermit, and then probably fish for a plus 10 a little later. But essentially, he's here just to tank. Please don't be High Priest of the Light. Thank you. Excellent. I'm not going to take an invasion mark here. Maybe for a draft I would take it. Because we have Vent now, there's a chance that it works out okay. But 3. So I want to... I need to get a Slay in here. How do I get a Slay in here? Probably the best way to go about this is going to be putting Husk Hermit here. Husk Hermit takes 7 damage to this guy, then I draw into Restoration Detonation, allowing me to Restoration Detonation the second Overcharged Apprentice, giving me a Hornbreaker Prince Slay trigger. Alternatively, I could just roll for a Collector, however, I don't think that's the way to go. Oops. And depending on the draw, we might be able to catch this guy as well here. Gonna need to have a pretty big draw here. Yeah, that's not exactly it. This is not it. Maybe if I had set up 2 Train Stewards here and then Hornbreaker Prince up here, I would have gotten this a lot cleaner, huh? Nice 10, he'd be at 32. Not quite. Interesting though. No Restoration Detonation, so my plan was worthless. And the first Slay is important, for sure, because now I don't have the Husk Hermit. I set myself up here. I really set myself up to bank on this Slay to have a chance of killing this boss. I might have doomed it. It was really relying on this Restoration Detonation hit in the last turn. Yeah, I could have set this up a little better though, for sure. It's hard though. It's not easy to really put together the exact order with Slay against these 45 health boys. Okay, we got the Restoration Detonation here. We're fine. I'm pretty confident in saying we're fine here. I guess I should have thrown the regen down here, because I only need to do 2 up there. But yeah, this... Are we fine, actually? Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, as long as this imp is... Yeah, any imp, right? 82. Are we fine? 80... we don't die, it's just a question of how little damage can I make this? You're taking... You're at 13. There's no way to get you to 16 with restores. So here's the question at hand. He's taking 82. He's going down to, what is it? It's going to be 28. Do I full heal this guy, or do I roll for the Restoration Detonation? This is the question. And the answer is I roll for the Restoration Detonation. This guy does 8, so full healing him doesn't make a difference. I guess it makes a difference if I hit Fortify and no way to heal. I'm going to heal you to 5. This way, Restoration Detonation still kills, and Fortify gives me an extra round. But yeah, 1 Slay was the difference maker there. Excellent. Or actually, I needed both of them to kill in this situation. It's okay, it worked out. Things didn't work out on the first round, but we still came out of it okay. Hidden Passage is pretty sick here. Pyrogrow is not very sick here. None of these cards, I can't help but notice, none of these cards say on them regen. This is part of my plan in taking the Gnarled Root. I was of course looking for something that said regen on it. Obviously this says spikes. Is that good? I don't know. Probably not. I did miss out on going the other Slay Prince and then throwing spikes on him. Because he slays to gain armor and he becomes a massive tank. I've been told that it's very good, however, I've never done it myself. Still not feeling so good about this one. I will take the Awoken Hollow here. Can I get away with not taking you? Probably. If I die, I die. Random consumable card would be optimal here. Bike Driver. Nah, because I can't upgrade it before Daedalus. And I don't like that. So we're just going to have to duplicate something that gives me the highest chance of not losing to Daedalus here. I think I duplicate Restoration Detonation here. Not Restore. This is, so probably my most, or I could actually I think I duplicate this Husk Hermit. So that I have one on the bottom floor to utilize Restoration Detonation and one on the floor to tank for Hornbreaker Prince and maybe get me a Slay. Which Daedalus is it? This will change it. This Daedalus. This is Explosive Sigil. He spawns no haste units. He spawns the wave with the 2 heavies on floor 3, and it's like all clergymen. I think this is the way to go. I think this gives me the highest chance of survival here. It's going to be hard to get those early slays in. Like, the first 2 are the most important. This first round is 4 clergy. Oh, it's only 3 clergy. Okay. So, I believe the way we want to play this is like this, where I put Hornbreaker Prince here. I put a Train Steward in front of him. I think a Husk Hermit top floor, and then I kill you with a torch. You may be looking at this and you may be going, what the hell is this idiot doing? A reasonable response to this level, or this line of play. However, it'll all be revealed in time. Okay. So we're gonna put a Husk Hermit down here for sure. Got duplicated Husk Hermits, it's just like playing my first run. Okay, we get the first Slay in. The first Slay is the most important one. Because that takes you up to 35. It's a lot more reasonable to get 20 damage in on these things than it is 30, or yeah, 20 damage than it, or 10 damage than it is 20 damage. Trying to speak that. Molting Imp, Torch, is that enough? Let's find out. Well, let's see if we even need to find out. We do not. Okay. I think we'll just throw you some armor. And then a Pyre Chomper to take the hit for you. Actually, the Pyre Chomper will just die. I'll put the Pyre Chomper here to take the hit. Kill that with a torch. Torch here. Give you a heal. The Restoration Detonation is the big play, right? Once again, I was just kind of hoping to hit that before this wave so that I could drop one of these to 10 and get that guaranteed Slay that starts the crazy snowball. However, I have not. Unfortunately for myself. Ah, there they are. Just always slightly later than I need them to be. Just barely too late, as always. It is fine. This Train Steward here. The fact that I don't get the Slay is rough. However, I don't know. It's sad. It sucks. It sucks. But what am I meant to do? Maybe, if I'm lucky, I'll get this Slay. This is a great look at why I don't respect putting your faith in killing heavies into drawing a card, like a spell at the right timing, because so many of the times that I've done this, it has ended up looking like this. And now I'm actually, my entire run is now based on if I land, I have to hit Hidden Passage here or we lose now. Alright, thank God. And get the kill stolen from you by this Train Steward that I put down. What a mess. I think we're dead. Let's see, are we dead? Restoration Detonation actually made me do so almost barely more damage. Yeah. I don't think that the way I played this out was too crazy. It was just, instead of having a consistent way to kill, to get those slays off, I was relying on Restoration Detonation and I drew it on the wrong turn, right? I drew, for 2 combats in a row, I drew Restoration Detonation, both of them on a turn where they were not able to set a unit into slay range. And that is how it is, right? Oh, I should abandon, hopefully I just random Awoken, otherwise I'll back out. Oh, nice. The more I play with this card in particular, the more I'm like, yeah, relying on this really sucks. Okay. We can now get Thorns and do this. Also, the Thorns pickup from the early game didn't do too much for me, huh? Those runs are like, it sucks, but what am I meant to do? I guess I could have aimed for... I don't have a way to apply spikes, do I? No. This isn't worth. I suppose I could have aimed for a little more of a... I guess I should have duplicated Restoration Detonation, right? But then there was no way for me to have a unit down here. Plus this does 50, so it wouldn't have done a whole lot. It was a weird one. Overall, I'm not sure there was a great way to play that one out. I'll set you... I think I will set you top 4. Just set a Train Steward down here. Torch this. There's probably a line. If I take Awoken Hollow, also things go a lot smoother there. Of course. But this way we'll get we'll get a Slay here or two. And with all this armor, he should do well. Any way to apply spikes to him and he starts to go insane as well. We shall see. We shall see. But he's gonna... Oh, if I can get the double armor card, right? This is a good time to have armor in any capacity. Get myself the Pyre health. And then hope that I draw something. Hope I draw another torch, basically. Restoration Detonation in this deck sucks because our main tank is going to be all through armor on Hornbreaker Prince, probably. Certainly isn't ideal. You need to go 10 rounds with chains, which means you need to have about 55 health total. Right? He's not too far off. It's fine. If I heal him, I think he gets another round. Oh no, because of the armor. Alright. Oh, he doesn't have to go 10 rounds because of rage, that's right. Yeah, we took 2 damage thanks to Pyre Wall. No big deal. Thanks, Pyre Wall. Very cool. Hidden Passage once again. Good pickup. And wow, Wildwood Sap. In the run where I want spikes, I get Wildwood Sap. In the run where I want regen, I get fucking Spikes card from this combat. Classic. Wildwood Sap doesn't do much for me here. Seraph the Temperament? I guess it does something for me here. Yeah, because like I can just take a Thorn Lord for our boss killing strat. It is fine. But I am looking for those spikes. You know, don't forget, the other thing that really killed that last run is our first banner looking like this, but instead of a Branded Warrior, it was just 2 cards that were legitimately unplayable in all situations. Branded Warrior... Sure, right? Sure, why not? He can sit behind our Hornbreaker Prince. This is your time, Brandon. Show me what you got. I would love to roll for a large stone on him, however, I do not have the funds. So I'm just going to give him a plus 25 in case this is Sweep Boy. Railbeater would also be good to crack open enemies, but I want the unit draft, but I don't want to take a million curses. If this were just damage to the pirate, it would be fine, but the draw clog from letting these guys go through is just going to cause me infinite agony here. Actually best to... Oh no, it's not, because you don't get the kill here. Tragic. I do 7 and you live at 8. I guess if I had... No, because torching him only generates me 2 attack. Never mind. 15 goes here, and then 16. If I may as well. Doesn't change anything. And we get the first Brandon kill. Get him, Brandon. Don't let me down here, bud. Here's a little secret strat for you. If I were to play this unit here, it would just be dazed. However, if I play it like this, he does not get played on this floor, so he's not dazed. Here's a little tip for you to use. What do we do here? Poorly. And killing Reconcilers is bad because they generate rage. And he always dies in 2 hits anyway. Actually, no, he doesn't always die in 2 hits. But first of all, Pyrotractor goes down. That's an easy step 1. And you're gonna take 2 hits or 2 damage. So the thing is, do I want to commit to not drawing anything next turn? Or missing 2 draws, I suppose I should say. I would really like to hit 2 Train Stewards and just kill these. But the rage is maybe worth more. What is it? It's gonna be 2, it's 8, you go down to 7 up to 10. Actually, killing one of these is probably the best way to go about it, right? Yeah, that'll give me the most damage. And then you have another hit. That's probably the most damage I can generate there. This is a weird one, right? Revenge triggers like this are always strange to play with. But we should come out of this without taking any damage thanks to Firewall. Or no, we do come out of this taking no damage. Thanks, Firewall. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought he did 5 for some reason. I took 5. For some reason I was thinking he did 5. Event, Fledgling Imp, Ritual Battle. Fledgling Imp is okay here. We're playing Rage. This is a Rage build. Oh, we got spikes. I'm a genius. I've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have developed the technology. Spikes. Ow. Merchant of Magic. This is not Seraph that has the 10 health goons, so I don't need to really worry too much about Hornbreaker Prince in that capacity. Duplication would not go on to anything too well right now. I'm leaning towards... Oh wait, this isn't duplication, this is a relic. Yeah, give me this actually. Thought this was a hell vent. Okay, this actively hurts me. Bloating fungus is cool. Although actually, is this a run where swapping enemies back and front is good for me? I think it is, because it'll still give me... Wow. I think this is a situation where, because I'll just have... Because in the relic video, Cranberry and I both made the point that Cursed Binds is a really bad relic because in almost every situation, it just actively hurts you. However, in this situation, maybe it does not. Because being able to swap enemies to the front might, like, moving the enemy tank to the back might let Brandon get that slay in there. I'm gonna give this a shot. Cursed Vines, this is the best situation I can imagine for you. Give me Rage Serum here, please. Thank you. That's fine. I'm playing Rage. This is it. If I can get Collection of Tales or any of the other Rage relics, this could be my first big Rage run. Explosive Sigil. This is good because it triggers a ton of... This should be a really strong combat for me. We should have a very good fight here. Depending on when we draw Sharpen. Later Sharpens are bad. However, with this start, is there any reason for me not to just set up top floor? No. And I want them to all get up there to trigger Revenge, right? I do not want to kill any of these. I guess I could split up the rate at which they are going up the floors, but then I'll just be taking extra damage. And for what? I guess it's not terrible. This is in case I don't draw into spikes for Hornbreaker Prince, right? Now he'll get an extra slay. See, look at that. That Thorns is actually kind of good here, maybe. I'm not 100% on that, though. As I start to think about it, I'm like, oh wait, this thing is just gonna walk right past me, isn't it? It sure is, but... I'm gonna generate a lot of rage. Oh, now there's the most important one. Alright, it's nuts. I take it all back. Cursed Vines is insane. Get fucked, Forged Disciples. Their formation is broken. To quote Wayne Jude, of course. He's raging pretty strong here. Oh, the Imp stole a kill. I should have put the Imp in the back. I didn't think of that. Although the Imp is going to kill one of these so that Brandon gets a kill in here, maybe. It's a chance for a kill anyway. Oh, because he gets to take his first hit. Yeah. So you see, this is where it's gonna go really crazy, right? When this is the positioning of the enemies, these clergymen hit, die to the spikes, and then the big hit comes in from Hornbreaker Prince. Yeah. This is actually the best situation. Spike's Hornbreaker Prince here makes it so that putting the heavy at the back is the best. What a strange one. Also, this is the power. We have now reached the power. Put you some regen, why not? It's not even too crazy, right? But like, this round right here is going to be such insane value for me. Like, this is gonna be gross. He's gonna gain like 16 health. 32! Holy shit. Why is he gaining 32? Armor 10. Oh, because it's 40. It's armor 10, not armor 5. Value overload. I suppose I should just ascend you so we get the kill, right? Why not? Get as much armor onto here as we can. This is that build, right? This is Spike's Slay Trigger Hornbreaker Prince. This is the build that everyone tells me about that I've always gone, I don't know. This is it right here. He is gonna obliterate Daedalus for me. Probably better to torch him, right? At this point. A little regen as well. He is going to... Right, like, what? This isn't gonna be close. Yeah. He solos him. He absolutely crushes this. As you hit me, Daedalus, I only become stronger. Thank you, Hornbreaker Prince with Rage. And it only snowballs from here. Last Stand, I said this was a situation I would take this card. This is your chance, Last Stand. Prove yourself. I said Railbeater would be good, but we actually we have it, right? We have Cursed Vines. Your position is no longer required. Railbeater actually starts to like get real weird here. It could take space and we could do Hornbreaker Prince double Brandon. I'm gonna go for it. I don't think I need much else. The big play is going to be able to put down the Rage Imp and then ascend Brandon, but that's going to be a little more complex, I imagine. Go left here. Give me... I want multi-strike for my Brandons. You're going to get +5, +10. And then please give me multi-strike. I don't think I want quick on anything. I don't really want any of these. Just give me multi-strike. Endless! I could Endless Pyre Chomper. -1 draw for +4 energy for eternity. Not really that good, to be honest with you. Drawing 4 cards a turn sucks, I would say. Yeah, pass. Take the health, take the upgrade. Armor 15 Rage 2 is going to be pretty sweet. He's a 25-25 baseline. So it doesn't scale until I get the spikes, which is why we're probably going to want to keep setting up top 4. Maybe not so much against you. This is a fine invasion to take. Them hitting my Hornbreaker Prince is a net positive. Against Party Lord, how am I meant to play this one against the absolute partier? I think we set up bottom 4. It feels like it has to be the way to go. This Clip Reflector is going to sneak past me, and our Pyre Wall is going to absorb all of this for me. And we're gonna, like, it absorbs it and leaves me with 1, which I am okay with. Maybe I draw a Vent. And as soon as we get to spikes, this run becomes good. That's all it is now. Just give me spikes and it's good. Oh, my mistake. That's okay. I'm getting money from the... I'm getting money from the Sycophants. It's worth it. Basically just traded Pyre Wall for 150 gold on this combat. Does this get us going here? I feel like it's worth it. When else am I gonna play this? God, this card really costs you 3 energy. And one of the Brandons gets a kill here. So the first Rage begins. Now we're bleeding a lot of heavies, I can't help but notice. And I still haven't drawn my Rage. Can't help but notice. Or not my rage, sorry, my sharpen, right? This is the big killer in this run. We gotta get that sharpen out there. Rage Serum you. You're gaining 6 attack for her to gain 10 armor. I guess maybe this is a he. I don't really know. The features are kind of hidden behind the armor. For them to gain the armor. Shall we say. I think it's best to just do this. Because like instead of dropping super low there, he would have gained 15 armor there instead. The spikes is most important. I really think that one of the upgrades I would like to see added to this is just like an innate, right? A way to always start with a card that isn't just your champion. Because as it is, you know, bad draws, all of a sudden things are not so good. All of a sudden we're just dead off of this bad draw order, right? 7, and then... Oh, the 9 kills you, doesn't it? And there's nothing I can do about that. The 9, this 9, 7 and 9 kills him no matter what I do here, right? There's no trick I can pull. I really needed the Cursed Vines to trigger on this. I think we're dead. Huh. How about that? And that's of course the problem with having the thorns setting up bottom floor, right? But setting up top floor, I would be in a similar situation to this, I feel like. I wonder if setting up top floor was the way to go. There's nothing I can do to make him... Like, what do I do here? I suppose I kill you, and... As strange as it is, I suppose our best move here is going to be something like... Oh, I forgot to play Pyre Chomper. Alright, it's doomed. Yeah. If I had played Pyre Chomper and got the other imp out, maybe. Nah, right? Like, how much damage could we have possibly gotten off of that? This is a very unfortunate death, I gotta say. I drew in a bad order here. And... that's the big thing. This is probably the main reason that I don't like the Revenge Slay Hornbreaker Prince. I feel like it's such a snowball. Because look at what we did to Dados versus look at what we did to here. Even more so than the other Slay. Because you have the other Slay, at least you can kill heavies. If you don't hit your way to kill the backline, which we had 2 options there and neither of them really came through for me, you just die. Like the boss just walks past you because that guy at baseline has 25 health and sucks. And also the double rage card, like, I really don't like that Hornbreaker Prince, I gotta say. I've never had a run where I went, oh wow. I mean, I've had the runs where I went, oh wow, this is cool, but on those runs I've also just gone, oh wow, they just walk right past me, right? It's like, oh, he's generated a ton of armor and now they walk right by, like the heavies just passed me over, or in this case, oh, I just didn't generate enough armor ahead of the boss, I drew spikes in bottom 5 cards. And that's, like, I'm not mad that I drew spikes bottom 5 cards. I could have removed cards and taken draw to make that more possible. But then I don't have the extra way to kill the heavies, and I just take a ton of damage from heavies over the next 3 combats, and then we die to Fel, right? I think that a lot of lines there, and most of them lead to disaster, aside from, like, get another spikes and remove some more cards, right? But I didn't really have a way to get another spikes, I don't think. That's my wrap-up for this run. I'm not doing another one. That's 33 minutes. I'm calling it good. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.